Bitcoin is falling down below this very important upwards trending support level. So are we about to hold this support level right here, or are we going to make it even worse by breaking this support level towards the downside? Well, this week we are probably going to be seeing a lot of volatility with this first decision coming up for our spot Bitcoin ETFs. So this video will be absolutely important. So I never really ask for this, but can we make sure that on YouTube we can hit at least 20 likes and on Twitter we can at least hit 100 likes for this video? Also, make sure to leave a comment down below because usually I'm reading every single comment. So as always, first of all, having a look in towards the imminent short term. During this weekend, once again, our prediction was perfect. So always during the weekend we can see a lower amount of volatility, and during this weekend once again we were just consolidating at about our CME close price. So yeah, once again at the beginning of this week we saw the Bitcoin price exactly trading at about this 26k level. So right after that, at the beginning of this week, we could see prices once again starting to dump towards the downside. Now of course we are losing this very important trendline support, but in my opinion there is no big reason to start to worry, in my opinion, unless we are going to be breaking down below this level of support. Now, if you have been following me for a longer time, of course you already know that I am still bullish at these points right here. I do think we can be holding our daily uptrend and start to reverse this crash once again towards the upside. But I am going to be expecting that we probably are going to be filling up this liquidity wick right here, because we saw one of the largest liquidation events happening at that point, and usually around 9 out of the 10 times I've actually all of the time seen this happening in crypto, that we are going to be filling up this liquidity wick with more downwards price action. So this is pretty much what I have been expecting for the past couple of days, that probably we are going to be seeing more downwards price action, and if that were to happen, well then I'm going to be coming in and open up this long position on Bitget. Now if that were not to happen, and if we are not going to go and visit these lows again and once again start to reverse this trend towards the upside immediately with no dip towards the downside, well then of course I'm just going to be missing out with this Bitcoin long position. But I have accumulated still a lot of spot positions at these lows right here, so I'm not really worrying. I'm only willing to enter the market with the best possible chances, and I think the best possible chance is whenever we are going to be visiting these lows again, we are going to be filling our liquidity we have created down below us. We are going to be creating this bullish divergence on the daily time frame, and at the same time hitting this daily support level. Now, are we going to be creating this downwards move right now? Well, in my opinion, no, not just yet, because we are still holding this support level right here. If we are going to be losing this support level right here, well, then definitely I do think more downside is imminent. But what we do know for sure is that this week we are going to be seeing the first decision being made of our spot Bitcoin ETFs. And probably what I think is most likely to be happening is that these decisions will just be postponed until the future, until the next deadline. But of course, maybe we are in for a surprise. Now, I do think if we are in for a surprise, it would rather actually be kind of a bearish surprise rather than that it is going to be getting accepted. Because I do not think this ETF will be accepted right here this week. But what is going to be more likely, in my opinion, is that the SEC will still play some games, just like we have seen previously around, and maybe still create some more fear in towards the Bitcoin market. Now, of course, whenever the spot Bitcoin ETF gets approved, many people are predicting some insane numbers, just like this guy right here is going to be predicting that the target is going to be $150,000 to even $180,000 by next year. So that would be absolutely insane. Now we are seeing in the longer term, well, in my opinion, we are still looking very bullish, and in my opinion, this prediction right here still stands. I do think, looking at the on-chain indicators, that we have a lot more room for upside, and as long as we can be holding our daily uptrend right here, I do not think this prediction will be invalidated. Now we are seeing a lot of Bitcoins right now being withdrawn from of the exchanges, and every single time in history you could be seeing that whenever this has happened, well, it has generally been a very good buying opportunity for Bitcoin. And whenever you can be seeing a spike like this being created for Bitcoin outflow, well, all of the time shortly after you can be seeing that Bitcoin's prices will spike once again towards the upside. So yeah, in the short term we could be in for a surprise, but in the longer term it is all still looking very good. So make sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.